Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Chase and Jay Show. Tonight, we have John from Road Reality live on air with is it on air? Online? Fuck it. Let's
In
start
real life.
IRL, but not really.
It floats through the fairy dust of the world or something and goes to everybody. That's how I understand it, at least.
It's all about the Ethernet.
Ethernet. Welcome, Mr. John, to the Chase and Jay Show, sir.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
So
Also,
I want to start off.
Happy Halloween.
Boo.
Hey, it's Halloween, so we got John to dress up. I'm trying to point at him, and my fly swatter's not doing it very well.
I'm the fattest skeleton that never lived.
Jay, he can explain it because we've had theories.
It's some shit I had laying around.
There you go. All right, he's like a jihadi plague doctor or something or other.
I am. Never mind.
He's an eyes wide shut extra.
That's why Jay.
Yeah, I wear the green screen so they can put Tom Cruise's face on here.
Oh yeah,
that would be an improvement.
Oh, see, I went the friend route. He went the asshole route. You know.
Hey, that's why we're all friends. Gotta have the one friend and the one asshole.
I'm just here because you paid me to be here.
That's true. So little does our audience know that we actually pay people to come on our show.
Right. This show has cost us $1,400 so far.
Yeah. Now, luckily, John was the cheapest one yet.
Yeah, $69.
Son of a! I shorted myself.
You know, I've heard stories.
Yeah.
It's all true.
It's all true. I will say though, so I gave John a little bit of a challenge before this stream was scheduled, because you know he's Captain Content Creator, man. That should really be your name. To make me a thumbnail that was really complicated with like a dragon with like Hydra heads of different versions of him and all this stuff, and we kind of went back and forth. And I sent him some inspiration. Let's put it this way.
It was a clearly drawn out plan of what he needed to achieve.
Yeah,
and it worked.
So on your left, you've got John smoking a fish or something more lewd, depends on who you are. And then you've got Commie John. I don't know why his helmet turned into like a babushka or whatever it is over there, with a camera on it.
Well, in Mother Russia, content create you.
Yeah, that's true. And then I don't know why I felt the need to write booze inside of the floating booze. I figured he probably would have figured it out, but I painted booze in there. And I will say, John, task failed successfully. You put the cigar and the booze facing the wrong way. So
I was inverted.
I could have flipped it, but I was like, no, we're going to make John live with this.
You know, it's funny when I put the Nikon up here and I was recording those screen grabs, I completely forgot which direction I was supposed to face for what, and I just went with it.
He just had a fever dream and went for it.
Dude, I was like 5 hours into an editing session on a video when I said, oh, shoot, I got to do this for Chase. And I went back and recorded this stuff. So, yeah, it's been a week.
More feedback about a thumbnail from anyone that we've had on yet. You know, it was pleasant. John was just all up in my inbox about the whole thing. It was great. He was concerned. Yeah, he really cared.
I slid into his DMs.
It happens. It definitely happens.
Well, it was fun, but I've put like 25 hours into editing in the last week, so I've been a little busy.
Jay,
but I'm happy to be here.
What did you signed into the Halloween special? Well, okay, Jay was a plague doctor of some sort, and now he's like blowing fiberglass or something. I don't know what that costume is.
If he starts ticking, I'm out of here.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, that lasted longer than I thought it was going to.
That's what she said.
I didn't think. Yeah, it's true. I didn't know.
Shoot, that's what I said.
So what are we? 5 minutes in, you got. I wouldn't have given it 5 minutes. So I'm impressed. You also got like a hoodie and stuff on, man. Just let it out. Let it out.
Oh shit! I forgot all about the hoodie. Yeah, I could have just done that.
Now he's switching to Eminem or the Unabomber, whichever one.
Yeah. Definitely Unabomber vibes there.
Call me Uncle Kid.
I was interested in Jay's like midstream wardrobe change he's got going on here.
Does it look like a robe, or does it still look like a hoodie?
You do kind of look a little bit like Phantom Menace-y.
It's still more Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah.
He's an extra in the back getting railed.
Good golly, just oh man, we're firing on all cylinders.
Hey boy, don't you come yet. I'm gonna pinch my cheeks together and snap your dick off. I do squats every day, 405.
Oh, you murdered John. John's dead. He's back there.
Oh goodness. I don't know what I signed on for here.
Right. Hey, right. You never know what you're going to get when I'm drinking the mudslides.
Me neither.
Final costume change. Boom, YouTuber.
Dr. Pepper, like Maple Crown, probably some like candy cane vodka and whatever is going on.
Oh my God. Yeah, he's going to go into a diabetic coma after the show.
Hey, I'm going to get drunk and diabetes at the same time.
It's a good combo. Definitely a good combo.
I like to mix coffee and booze, so I'm an alert drunk.
We've got the Badgers. We got XAN, Scott's Moto Adventures.
Roll call.
I saw Evil Rick in here. Yep.
There he is.
Yeah, Evil Rick's in there.
Several people who have not chatted yet. There were some Wagonators.
Wagonators!
But several people who haven't chatted yet, which is really rude. And I don't know why they.
It's very rude of you not to leave a chat if you're going to be on.
Please speak up from the back row. We need to hear that you're here. Otherwise, we will not be giving anything away.
Right.
Chase had promised us giveaways tonight.
Oh, man. Oh, Dewey Rides. I can't say to watch, but everyone smash that like button. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Hey, that's my buddy Dewey right there.
Thank you, Dewey.
I will say, Jay, we haven't even gotten into, which I assume kind of like Jeremy, lots of folks know John Road Reality here.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily feel it's super duper necessary to like get into his whole life backstory. We'll get into some of it for sure, but I do want to share something a little special here.
All right.
I don't know if you notice that Mr. Jay Sorsby, as of today, is cracked 1,000 subscribers. I do believe that was today, right, Jay?
Congratulations.
Thank you. Actually, it was Sunday.
Oh, was it?
Congratulations.
Sarah told me today, so I was like, I'll bring it up on stream.
Wait, your wife pays attention to YouTube?
Just for my sake.
My goodness. My wife told me I never amount to anything.
Well, I mean, not far from wrong.
Well, I mean, I amounted to something. It's more than nothing. And I conned her into buying my green screen for me. I did.
Hey, now hold on now. My wife bought me a GoPro 7.
That's an Akaso.
A Ulanzi case with a GoPro mic adapter and a splitter. And this beautiful thing behind me, and these lights, and that light, and that light.
So apparently my wife watches mostly for Jay.
That's what I was going to say. You stole my line.
I would too.
Fuck you.
He's the better looking one in y'all's relationship.
I mean, with the mask on, we have pretty similar noses.
He also has more subscribers, so that's the pull.
Oh, that's for sure. Why'd you throw it back up there? Did you just need to revel in it?
Yeah, I just want to see it one more time. That's my YouTube wife, like a work wife.
Dude, I kid you not. I did a water walking class because my knees are bad, right? And there was this young lady in there about my age, and we got to chit-chatting every week. And she walked in one day, and I went, "Hey, girlfriend." And she went, "Hey, boyfriend." And I was like, well, that got awkward quick. And then the instructor pulled her aside and said, he's married, right? And she's like, yeah, and he has 2 kids. So we invited her over. We invited her to the house a couple of times this summer. And when she first showed up, she walks into the backyard around the fire pit and everybody's sitting there. And I said, "Oh, look, my girlfriend's here." So I totally get the work wife thing. It's awesome.
I was there, Jay.
Jeez.
John, I'm kind of curious. How do they teach you to walk on water? I thought that was like a really special skill.
It's the way of the water.
I was born with it.
I was born-
I don't have a God complex. No, not at all.
I didn't know he was that special.
XAN is throwing holy water at his monitor.
Right? You know?
No offense, XAN. It's a joke.
Espiritu Santo.
Oh, yeah. Boondock Saints. Good stuff.
I used to have that prayer memorized, but I can't remember it now.
No.
I just finished the whole Conjuring series, so whenever you said that, I was just thinking about, praying away the demon stuff that happened through the 12 movies I just watched.
Doesn't work. I'm still here.
I tried praying my gay away, but it was a short prayer.
And then he met me. We shared bacon, and it was over.
It was over.
Yeah,
Oh, my goodness.
Total relapse.
We lady and tramped the bacon, and man, it just fuck.
Well,
Why can't I quit you?
Brokeback motovloggers.
Right.
Yeah.
Who rides backpack when you guys go together?
I will say, I think Jay and I have ridden together, quote unquote, a total of like 2 times
Right.
in the past like 3 years.
I rode on the back of Busted's bike at Mid America.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he was joking. He's like, I'm going back up to the camp, and I'm like, shit, me too. And he goes, hop on. I was like, okay, fuck you, I'm not walking.
Was that?
Is that why he had to trade it in?
Yeah, I think so. It's just extra pair of nut stains on the back.
Yeah, the gooch juice.
The
You
gooch juice.
can't get that out.
Now, I just left the shower house, sir. There was no gooch juice involved.
I questioned some. Questioned some of what?
Yeah,
You can throw that out there out of context. I don't know. What are we questioning?
I question no bacon. If it's fried, I'm good.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That was
Man.
that was the DIY Bloody Mary morning.
Hey,
It was a terrible idea. Well, it was a great idea. But
no, it was a great 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Also, what's up, Patty?
Oh, so we got both of the Wagonators in here. I'm assuming now, since
Wagonator!
it's like Jerry's got the official Wagonators Wacky Crusade. Patty's got the Lady Wagonator. So, John, you edited 25 hours this week. That's pretty normal for you, though, right?
It's a little excessive. I'm currently working on about a dozen projects simultaneously. I've been gathering footage for 5 weeks for 5 product reviews that are coming up on the channel. And it's been, I won't say a nightmare, but it's been a challenge to keep everything straight and mix everything up the proper way. And like last night, I spent 4 or 5 hours finishing up one product review it's kind of a long video, but it encompasses 3 weeks of trial and error and testing and installation and stuff. So hopefully it goes over well. It's actually something I paid for. So
The best
not even
reviews.
free stuff.
Yeah. On an average video, how much time would you say you spend editing?
2.35 hours.
Nice. Solid.
I used to be like that, and then I was like, nah, just cut it. Just go with it.
I tried. I literally went through a phase where I tried to just not cut at all and just switch camera angles and stuff, and I couldn't. I'd eventually go back and replay it and be like, nope, got to take that second out, this second, and then you end up cutting like 3 minutes of video, but it goes over much better, and it's what I do. It's so ingrained in my cranium that's how I process all my videos.
Yeah, and I think it depends on the creator, right? Of course, here we are. Let's have a stream about not YouTube, talking about YouTube. Like certain people, I will like put on in the background because I know I don't have to give a damn about what's actually on the screen. Like it's just like some video or whatever. But then there are other creators that like you have to watch, because they put a lot of production value and a lot of like cool stuff in the video, so you really need to watch it. So it just depends. Like I like them separately and equally, in the sense that like if I'm watching like Pro Monkey, like there's a pretty good chance I can just like kind of throw that up on a different screen and not really worry too much. He's just chatting and doing whatever. But then it's like, Full Throttle Hog or like Fortnite or something, I like need to watch the video, you know, and so it just depends on kind of the person, the vibe, and everything they're doing. Yeah, XAN, we're gonna get you Insta360 X5 and make you spin that thing around on your. Well, technically, we decided last week, wasn't it, a 4-wheeler? I think so.
The last one I saw from him was him washing his bike. That's a good one, Salty.
Oh, I didn't even. It's funny. I threw that comment up there, and I was like, I didn't even think about the dad joke that was involved.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, I keep all my dad jokes in a database.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
There you
Solid.
go.
What do you call a bear with no teeth?
What's that?
A gummy bear.
A gummy bear.
There you go.
Also a pet name for my wife.
Where's that? What do I do to other people in work at meetings? Where's my like remove from meeting button? Get him out of here. Oh gosh. Now, I always, John and I chat, you know, randomly. It'll be after somebody else's stream or something, and we'll like hop on and chat on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. It's not always editing related, but you know, I do kind of. It's kind of when you meet someone who's like, you know, I don't want to make it weird, but like when you meet somebody who really enjoys doing something or is like really into doing something, and you kind of dabble in it. Sometimes it's fun just to kind of like hear the perspective of like the crazy person.
Yeah.
I'm the crazy person in this. Have you guys looked in the mirror?
You got to see. Well, no, on the editing and like content creation side of things, you're the.
Oh yeah, it's an addiction.
Yeah,
I start getting
hear what you have to say. I have no desire to get anywhere close to it, but I enjoy hearing what you have to say about it.
I haven't recorded anything in like 3 days, and I'm starting to climb the walls. I kid you not, Chase. I have videos scheduled 3 a week through the end of November at this point, and I've got half a dozen more to edit.
Oh man, I kind of thought about doing a short this afternoon, and then I had to cook steaks and do a stream, so I was like, wait.
Oh geez, I cooked turkey and Alfredo and broccoli for dinner. Oh, it's delicious, but it took all evening.
I had Domino's.
At least it wasn't DiGiorno.
I mean, you know, it's not delivery.
They Sarah had some locally sourced beef. There you go. There she is, right there.
Locally sourced beef.
And
what's his name?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly. Jay.
Cool boy.
I mean, you know,
Jay's not very local.
I was in the neighborhood, but
unfortunately, I've been trying to get Jay to move up here, but he was acting like there's like kids and responsibilities and shit. And I don't really
hey man, look, child support's almost done, bro.
Dude, it's like 12 degrees where you live, Chase. We don't want to move there.
It is pretty. What is it right now? Actually, I think it's. Let's see. Where are we at right now? We are at up 48. That's not bad. I've got the window.
No, see, it's a balmy 54 in the Rock.
What is it now? It's 56 here.
Yeah.
So it's not bad.
Yeah, and Patty, that's the tricky part, man. You like go to a bunch of events, and I refuse to edit on a phone pretty much exclusively unless I'm doing like a 10-second like short thing.
Yeah,
Amen.
Shorts. I'm down with shorts on the phone.
Yeah, but then even a laptop, like I need my like Matrix 7 screens to get all my shit thrown over there and over there and over there. So if we're like doing weekend after weekend of like events when it's like prime time, I'm like, you just like record all this video and then you get home and don't know what to do with it. like I have hours of footage from all these different things that I got to split up and do whatever. And it sucks too. Really, that kind of footage I feel like is more of a labor of love than a labor of success. Like,
yeah, 100%.
You get like 1 million views off a short. You get like 500 views off of a video about a rally, And
oh yeah.
I don't know.
It's
Man.
Definitely a labor of love.
The stuff I record is kind of like milk. It's got a expiration date. I've got a couple of videos I just never put out because I never did the editing on them. And after a week or two, it's like, nope, okay, I'm past. I'm done with that. I missed the opportunity.
So I have a funny one for you then. You guys know Ben, Bikes, Beards, and Brews?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So I think it was 3 years ago, he put out a motovlog challenge. It was a no talking challenge, had to be like 7 minutes long. You couldn't say a single word in it. You could use music, sound effects, whatever footage you had, and you had to tell a story. Literally the next day, I published a video answering that challenge, and people's heads exploded. What they didn't know was that 6 months prior to that, I had this story in my head, and I had recorded the entire story and half edited it and decided, this is crap. This is not going to go anywhere. This is not worth my time, which is rare for me because I waste a lot of people's time, including my own. And after he put out his challenge, I was like, well, challenge accepted. So I put out a video the next day showing that, and it was just hilarious.
Done.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I'm kind of, it's interesting. Like the folks that do like actual vlogs and stuff, which, vlogs used to be what 5+ years ago.
Yeah.
There were so many moto vloggers, like big time, like YouTube moto vloggers. And it just kind of fell off over time. And I enjoy watching it sometimes, especially if I know the person, like I know a couple people that do pretty regular vlogs, maybe not daily, but pretty regular vlogs, that I watch just to kind of like keep up with them or whatever. But it is wild to think about, the like Snowcats and the Walterifics and those folks like Royal Jordanian, whoever, that just like made millions of subscribers off of just vlogging on a motorcycle about whatever for like several years,
Right.
Yeah, that doesn't fly anymore.
No, definitely not.
I'll be honest with you. I'll get an idea in my head and go, I probably shouldn't record that. How can I make it valuable to the person watching? Is there something I can give them, some information or chuckle? And then if I come up with that, I'll record it. And if I don't, well, that goes in the bin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty similar to like, sort of like a Twitch streamer or something that doesn't focus on a game or whatever. It's more about just sort of the banter and the chat, the side chat and everything like that.
100%.
But then you narrow that down to like the 3% of the population that rides a motorcycle and include it, and you're like, good luck, know. So no, it's really interesting. I mean, I appreciate it. Like folks that, I mean, if you're doing it now, you do it because you enjoy it, not because you're like, clout chasing or anything like that. So
I have nothing to chase, and I wouldn't catch him at 35 miles an hour anyway.
Paul's Moto Zen's probably the last like pure vlog channel that I keep up with.
Oh yeah, Paul's good people.
Yeah. That's what I hear.
Vlog, yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, Ken, Lone Cowboy, he does a lot of kind of just vloggy stuff.
Yeah.
But he doesn't strictly do vlogs or anything.
Right.
I think he just likes doing videos to keep up with his people. So he just like puts out, fun, like I'm hanging out in the garage, just got off work and whatever kind of stuff.
Oh
Which
yeah.
I appreciate. I don't have the personality, I don't think, to like just shoot the shit like that to myself and thing and then publish it,
Yep.
It works better on a live, when you've got, the skeleton trash bag man over here, and you've got Jay, who's fully out of costume now and is just like a member of the Black Crows or whatever.
Hey, you got it, bro. Good on you. 5 points to Chase for
Wrong side.
Oh,
yeah.
There you go.
I remember it's mirrored. You just gotta do that.
yeah, just do both.
So, John,
There we go.
This is something that came up in this household tonight. Like I say, I think most people know John makes a bunch of videos, loves editing, loves taking video, loves putting out. How many channels do you actually have, John?
I have three, but
yeah.
only 2 that are active.
Yeah, you've got Road Reality, your like channel, and then you've got Creator Reality. Is that what it is?
Yep.
Which is like cool stuff. Like honestly, if you're into videos and editing and everything like that, like go subscribe to both of his channels, because again, like I say, I don't want to be nearly as deep as John is, but I appreciate what John does.
Agreed.
So if you're at all interested, even if you're not interested in getting deep into it, just the people who care about it and watching the people who care about it will help you, even if you're pretty casual about the whole thing. You'll get tips and hints and pointers and things that you would never think about. I was blessed to have been sort of surrounded by a bunch of friends who also happen to be a bunch of YouTube camera nerds. So I got to bypass most of that, like, I don't know what I'm doing phase, because, I can just reach out to 5 different people with the same question and see which answer won, But no, John does a lot of cool stuff. And this is the Halloween special, the unofficial Halloween special that we just made up like 2 months ago, right? And
2 hours ago.
Are you guys giving out candy?
No.
Yes.
Okay. No, yes, no, yes. Jay, why are you not giving out candy?
My neighborhood is not conducive to trick or treating.
Are you saying folks don't trick or treat, or you just don't want to participate?
No, my neighborhood is an arid wasteland for candy seekers on Halloween.
Fair.
Now, 400 yards to my west is prime location. So everybody in this neighborhood goes over there with the folks with the better credit scores live.
The full-size Snickers.
Yeah. Well, no, full-size Snickers is 2 neighborhoods over to the west. 1 neighborhood over is like dual income, no kids, or professiontional.
So you're talking about me. That's what you're doing.
I wasn't going to throw you under the bus, sir.
No, I mean, we're not giving out candy, mostly because we've spent probably the past 7 or 8 years with dogs that would have like a mental breakdown if the doorbell or door got knocked on, like every 10 seconds for a couple of hours.
Dude, I've been dealing with that for 15 years with our dogs. They just go nuts for a couple hours and then they sleep it off. But we probably have 60 kids in the neighborhood, so I'll hand out candy because I can't walk that far, and then my wife will take the kids around the block and they'll bring back 10 pounds of candy each.
How old are your kids, Jim?
They're both under 10.
Okay.
Oh, perfect.
Right. Now, I feel like I want to like be the old man that shakes his cane at the clouds or whatever.
That's
treat
me.
ain't the same as it used to be. Nowadays, I will peek out my front door window thing, and it's just like people driving around in cars, dropping their kids off at a house.
Yeah.
Then getting candy and then going back out to the car and driving to the next house. It's like the USPS man,
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Like we just got dropped off and we had to fend for ourselves in a neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
We
got a pillowcase
to make the round, and like whatever. And it does not seem to be that, which I get it. There's different safety concerns nowadays than there used to be back 30 years ago or whatever.
Oh, I don't care. My boys had to figure it out because we're not driving around. We're going to go to a friend's house, park the car, and then y'all are going to walk.
Oh yeah,
because you're about to take in 4,000 calories worth of candy. Y'all are going to burn at least 1,000 calories running around this neighborhood.
Dude, I think after 3 hours, my kids would be returned.
Yeah,
they'd be like, "No, I can't put up with this." They're challenging. One's a little version of me, and one's a little version of my wife. So they both have issues.
XAN, I'm not gonna lie, you seem like the kind of guy that I would expect to give out candy, and I'm a little bit disappointed right now.
I am XAN biker. I actually threatened to turn the hose on the neighbor's kids when we first moved in. Dude, they were playing soccer in my front yard, which is like 12 feet wide, next to my brand new car. And I was like, "What are you doing?" And they're like, "We're playing soccer." Oh, why? Because we can't play in our yard. I was like, "Not my problem. Your father's litigious. Look it up. Get off my lawn. Go 100 yards that way, and there's a soccer field. Don't play in my yard anymore."
Literally a soccer field right over there.
Yeah, it's a huge field. You can play soccer in it, but it's ginormous, and it's 100 yards.
I wasn't implying there were like goals and stuff. There aren't matches here. It's just a field.
It's not a proper pitch, okay? It's a field
There you
that you
go.
can play soccer on. Oh yeah, I had nothing to do with it. And then their dad has called the cops on me like twice. It's hilarious. I trimmed the hedgerow. And I went onto his driveway to trim his side of it. And then 30 minutes later, there's a cop knocking on my door. And I was like, "For real?" And he's like, "Yeah, you should go crack a beer with that guy and figure out your differences." And I went, "Nope, hard pass."
See, now you're not a boomer. Now you're like us millennials, where I'm like, listen, I don't talk to my neighbors. We didn't take, a Jell-O mold over there on the second day to, whatever.
Dude, I talked to almost all the neighbors. There's one. There's two of them that have called the cops on me for various things that I didn't do wrong, and the cops came back and threatened them with being arrested. So,
what do they say? Everybody in Folsom's innocent, right?
yeah. Now the one lady came over. She called the cops because my trailer was too close to the fire hydrant, and they showed up and they were like, "No, it's not. It's fine." And she comes over and starts casting aspersions in everybody's direction, and the parking enforcement called the real cops when she told him to F off. And he's like, "Lady, you called me."
Right.
How big is this trailer?
7 by 14.
That's a pretty big trailer to park in the street.
Well, our street's extra wide, so it was not an impediment to traffic, but it's gone now. So there's that.
Did you just store it, or did you have to get rid of it?
I sold it. I have nowhere else to put it, and I'm still pissed about it.
I mean, a good trailer is a good thing to have.
Yeah, I never moved it though. It was just always sitting there on the street, holding my Harley from prying eyes. Kept it out of the weather.
It didn't actually trailer or anything anywhere. It's just
it's just storage from a bike.
I hate towing. Towing is not fun in the city. There's never enough room. That trailer.
Jay, the truck driver, is probably like, "Y'all are idiots. A 7 by 14. I take that thing around all day."
Oh yeah, the guy that bought it had an F-350 dually, and he just scooted off down the street with it after he paid me. I was like, "Cool, good for you, dude." No, and then I put my Vulcan 800 on the street, and somebody stole the solar panel off of it last week.
Oh no shit!
Yeah, they reached under the cover, unplugged it, and took the solar panel and the battery tender bit of it, the controller.
Wow.
Oh, I'm still pissed. I'm so mad. There's a video that'll come out in December where I cursed like 16 times in 2 minutes.
I mean, you just saw the links I went to keep a bike from being parked outside, right? You know,
yeah.
The entire last week, like redoing the entire garage to fit 10 wheels instead of 8 wheels in there.
Well, I don't have a garage, so.
Oh yeah, no, I could never. Honestly, if I'm more interested in, I would prefer more square footage in a garage than the house itself.
Dude,
I'm halfway in between. I got a carport, so.
Well, I just have what I have, and now is not a good time to be moving.
Right.
Yeah, I wish we. Well, I say that. I mean, I like our house and everything, but I have no desire to move at the moment. Like, not in terms of figuring all that shit out.
I have no desire to give up my 3.2 mortgage. So.
Right. Right. I think we have 2 3/4, and
nice.
we have like less than 10 years left on it, and I'm like, I really hate this neighborhood now. It's gone to crap real fast.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't want to spend $1 million either, because that's what the homes cost that fit our needs. And I'm like, I just have a big problem stomaching 7 digits.
Yeah.
Now what was I going to say? I was talking about the garage thing. Now Jay, I think I asked you actually at some point, but I took a little bit of inspiration from your makeshift door table.
Yeah, you got the professional version.
Well, you say professional version. It was like, a $50 bracket on Amazon and a piece of plywood.
Yeah.
But,
that sounds expensive.
Plywood's gotten a lot cheaper. I was joking. Back when I had to build the bike garage that's in the backyard.
Yeah.
Like a 3/4 inch sheet of treated plywood at the time was about $80.
Yep.
Oh,
it was like 2021, like height of COVID, like whatever. But I had to get it done. Like I had to get it done. So I want to say this, like at that time, I actually had to extend it later 2 feet for the R18. This was the R19. So it was 8 feet long and I extended it to 10, but the 8 foot, it was like literally 4 feet by 8 feet little shed.
Yeah.
Was $1,000 in lumber.
Yep. I believe it.
The last sheet of plywood I bought was $37.
Yeah.
And I bought it because the squirrels kept bringing my neighbor's compost into my yard. My dogs were eating it and getting sick. So I went to Home Depot and I took my youngest with me. And I was like, all right, we're getting a sheet of plywood and some U-bolts. And I bolted it against the fence like 6 years ago and it's still hanging there.
Well, Well, my table door, my door table, it was left over from somebody kicking in my front door. So,
What?
it was kind of a freebie.
That's you didn't tell me that when I asked you about it originally. I didn't know that was the story. That makes more sense. So like, why wouldn't you just do the whole door like on the short side? Like maybe like an 8 or like a 6 or whatever by 2-foot table, versus just like
Yeah,
half a
yeah.
door. That makes
Did you-
more sense. You had half a door, so you just half a door.
Well, I mean, the door was whole, but I wanted it to fit in the hole. I wanted as much depth as I could get, but still be able to open that outside, that exterior door, and not hang over the laundry room or the
Or you didn't want to cause a fire hazard by opening your door,
into another door.
And,
Right. And this way I can be lazy and lay it down and leave it down and the door still swings and it doesn't touch.
Nice. So what did you do to get a no-knock warrant?
Well, it was a no-knock robbery from a crackhead, like right after we moved in.
Wow.
My wife left, dropped the kids off, and went to the gym, and was gone maybe an hour, and came home, and the front door standing wide open. Dogs freaked out, hiding underneath stuff. No cats were nowhere to be found. Took a Xbox, a few other items. Took one kid's piggy bank jar and poured it into the other one, and then run off with that one.
Wow.
And a few other things. They tried to steal the TV, but instead they just broke the HDMI port on it. So now, I've only got 2 HDMI ports instead of 3. But that TV lasted a pretty long time. I don't guess I've told this story. So
I'm like learning things right now. I'm like, the reasons to not go to Little Rock.
So about 9 years later, I'm home by myself. Nobody's home. Kids aren't home. Wife's not home. She's gone doing shit. This little Ranger pulls up in front, and the dogs kind of make a little noise. I'm like, all right. So I go and I look, and there's a Ranger in my driveway. And Chase, you've seen my driveway. It's not long.
No.
So I'm like, why is there a Ranger in my driveway? And this scraggly looking dude gets out. And I close the door behind me, but I still got a hold of the security door outside. And I'm like, bro, what can I do for you? Why are you in my driveway? And he goes, sir, I don't know if you lived here then, but man, about 8.5, 9 years ago, I broke into this house and took a bunch of stuff. And I've been in prison for a couple of years, but not for that. And I just wanted to come by here and try to make amends with if you were the one still living here. I don't even remember what I took. Bro, you want to talk about so pissed off? I was so mad that this motherfucker was in my driveway.
Wow.
Telling me that he broke into my house. My wife still checks every door in this house every night before she goes to sleep. She checks every window that was ever opened in this house throughout the day to make sure that it's locked. She leaves lights on. She sleeps light. It's been almost 10 years since that happened, and she still will not relax in this house unless everything is locked down because of that dude. I've got security doors. They look like screen doors or whatever, but they're wrought iron and glass because of that dude, and a front door and $1,000 freaking back door because he kicked the shit out of it. He couldn't get it open. I installed that one, and the side door, I installed that one, and he couldn't kick it open. But the front door I didn't install. It was the same door when we moved in the house, and he kicked that one open. His footprint was still on the side door the day he came by here to apologize for breaking into my house. And I told that dude, I said, look, man, I can appreciate that you are on the road to recovery and being a better person if you're telling me the truth. And I choose to believe at this time that you're telling me the truth. So I'm not going to run as fast as I can over there and try to rip your fucking face off. I'm going to hold on to this door for dear life so that the cops don't get called. Because if you are on a journey that's going to lead you to being a better person and having a better life and coming to terms with the shit that you've done, I'm going to tell you that I believe you, and I'm going to tell you that I wish you luck. And if you stay on this journey, I want you to come back here in a year, and I'll have a different opinion of you right when you come back. But if I let go of this door right now, I'm going to do everything in my power to my last breath to end your life. I appreciate you, and as much love as I can send to you, I send to you. But you need to leave. And if you're still on this journey, come back. And I turned around, walked back in the house, walked down the hall, got my pistol, racked it, and walked to the front door and counted to 30 and slung that door open, and he was gone. And I said, okay, cool. And I went back down the hall. I put my pistol back where it belongs, and I went on about my life. But the balls that dude had to come here to ask for forgiveness, whether I was going to give it or not, was immense. And I'm glad that I was home by myself, and my wife wasn't home, and my kids weren't home, and everybody else that was affected by that basically was not here. And I'm glad I got to deal with that on my own. But I did get a kick-ass fold-down table out of the deal.
Dude, that's a ghost story and a half.
That was like one of the coolest, framing of front to back of the door out in the carport that could have ever happened. There were two things. First of them was funny. I was going to be like, I was hoping there was going to be a plot twist where he came back and he was like, man, I really tried to take that TV and I really still want it, like.
Right. Sorry about your HDMI, bro.
I thought he was bringing the piggy bank back.
I mean,
here's your piggy bank back.
Yeah, number two, I'm kind of like, that dude 1,000% assumed it was somebody else that lived there, and he was just going to get the satisfaction of like admitting it to a complete stranger who was not involved. And that you probably like he shit his pants after you were like, yes, this was my house then.
Yes, motherfucker.
Wow. Did he come back?
Nope. Never seen him again.
Crackhead. All right.
Yep.
Got it. All right.
I hope he's in a ditch or in a jail somewhere, honestly.
I was going to ask where you buried him in the Ranger.
Well, the Ranger went to the scrapyard with him in it.
Crusher.
Yeah, I was so pissed. Okay, so anyway, tits and ass.
Now I know the story of the fucking door table thing, and I feel like I'm a better person for it. I don't know about you, John, but I got way more out of that door than I ever thought I would.
I guess losing a solar panel is not as bad as it could be, huh?
Jay just like pulled out his bigger fish story for you right there.
Yeah. Like I'm just pissed that I have a bike that won't run after a few more weeks.
Good gosh, and that all started with I refuse to park anything outside.
Right. Other than that, this neighborhood's been great. I mean,
no, I get it. Like my not to go down that road or whatever, but knock on wood, we've never had anything like that happen. But I know my cousin a few years ago, their house got broken into, and I understand the sort of feeling of like never feeling safe, or you know what I mean. Like once it happens, you feel like your castle has been breached,
Yep.
And I couldn't imagine, like having that feeling afterward for years and years. And I totally get Shan, how she reacted. I mean, I would be the same way for sure. I mean, because hopefully the people watching don't know where you live or have no ill intent, but like a lot of times we don't, we always leave the front door locked, but like, side doors, back doors, whatever, we don't necessarily mess with it or whatever. So,
well, I mean,
a little bit different too, though.
Well, I mean, Jay does now drive around in an RV cooking meth, so there's that.
That's true.
Heisenberg.
Damn right.
Yeah, he's always on these local runs, for work, where he's got this 18-wheeler that, we don't know what's going on in the back while he's just like kicking around town or whatever.
Yeah, he buys a lot of glass.
I mean, that hat does look actually really familiar. Where's my Heisenberg picture? My Heisenberg police picture.
Well, that's what I was for Halloween. I was going to do the full Heisenberg, but I didn't feel like shaving my head, so I need some square frame glasses.
It's the only way to fly, man. It's the only way to fly.
Right.
Yeah, he's either Heisenberg or he's from the Thomas Crown Affair.
Right.
Again, an extra. Oh, our flag. I thought you said a frog, and I was like,
our frog got fucking.
Yeah. No, that was pretty wild actually. We
I turned the freaking frogs gay. What
Sarah may remember, I don't remember exactly how many years ago that was. It was several years ago at this point. But so we had like I always put up weird different flags on our back deck side thing, like just fun, like pirates and whatever I had up there, like a Firefly, like Browncoats flag, and just like all sorts of weird stuff. They sit up there for like 6 months, they wear out, whatever. So we had like a rainbow flag up there for a little while, and came out one morning with the dogs or whatever, and like it was gone. Looked over, like flagpoles like bent like over in the yard, laying in the yard doing whatever. We're like, what the hell, because that flag is like 10 feet from our bedroom window, or something like that. And so we're like freaking out, like, why did somebody come into jump our fence into our backyard to pull this flag down or whatever? And turns out, I guess at the end of the day, it ended up being just like some stupid kids, like teenagers, because our neighbors had like a blue line flag. They pulled that one down too. And it wasn't like a hate crime or anything, they were just like grabbing like flags and being stupid and whatever. But yeah, speaking of which, Jay, that was when I was like, okay, cameras.
Yeah.
Cameras,
So, John, what was your first bike?
A 2005 Kawasaki Vulcan 800, which is still parked outside.
Nice.
I've had it for 15 years now. 16.
Custom or classic?
It's a classic that I bobbed out and then put the windshield and floorboards back on. When you hit highway speed with the foot pegs, it pushes your boots up off of them. Yeah. And I'm fat and I'm just a giant sail on it. So I put the windshield back on, and it sits out there, but I did it myself, painted it in the shed, rattle canned it, added the 2K epoxy clear coat. So it's got real hardness to it and resists gasoline and other stuff. So it's a nice little bike. It just hasn't been ridden in 2 years.
So you have the Vulcan and you have the Harley?
Yeah. I had a 79 KZ 650 SR for about 6 years, but I sold it like early in the year I sold it last year because I just can't keep up with it.
So you said the Vulcan hasn't been ridden in a couple of years. Does it run and it's not your preferred method of travel?
It does run, but it's been 5 years since it had an oil change, 7 years since the coolant was changed, and 8 years since it had tires put on it. And those tires have like 1,500 miles on them, but they're harder than you know what. So
sounds like half the people I end up on poker runs with.
Well, I rode. My wife has a Sportster 1200 Custom. It's a 2013 model, and I rode it in 2020, 2021, somewhere in there. And I had to hit the brakes, and the whole thing slid. And I ended up sliding sideways between two cars that were in oncoming lanes. And she's got hard bags on it, so I missed them by like 6 inches on either side, and it was ridiculous. And I literally came home, grabbed the Vulcan 800, went and did the same emergency stop at the same spot and didn't slide. And it was like, yep, not riding her bike for a while till I tow it in to get tires put on it because it needs tires. They're 2013 date code. So yeah, it's one of those safety things. So it's been parked and I haven't bothered with it, and I can't find an independent shop local that'll respond to my emails, so it just sits. There you go.
Yeah, and you just shave the beard, keep the mustache.
I had to get there.
Do the Fu Manchu.
The Fu Manchu, yeah, right. Well, Jay, you shaved yours off here like a couple of months ago, right?
Yeah, it probably won't survive this weekend, to be honest.
Yeah, I know we were. Yeah, that was we had already been streaming, and I wasn't forewarned about you shaving your beard off, and then you popped up, and I was like, it was kind of like, my dad had a beard for like the first 30 years of my life, and then he shaved it off, and I was like, who are you? I don't trust you anymore.
Yep.
So no, it's Jay goes back and forth. Gosh, I think I've had a beard for how many years? I don't even know at this point, but
I let it grow out till I have to do something to it, and then I just shave it off.
Yeah, I do the same thing, except I trim it. My wife and I were talking about it the other day, and I don't think she's ever seen me clean shaven, no baby face.
Yeah,
I won't do it.
I just kick the guard off of it, and then whatever that is what that is. I go straight to like 5 o'clock shadow. We'll go from this to 5 o'clock shadow.
There you go. I gotta have something. I grew my winter beard in. This is the lower half of my helmet in the wintertime.
Right.
I still wear the half helmet all winter long.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I'll carry a balaclava, but ever since I got the Street Glide in 2019, I haven't needed it. Like the Wind Pro on the Vaquero was so poor that when it got below 36, I needed a balaclava to keep my face warm enough. But then I got the Street Glide, and it wasn't an issue, and it wasn't an issue on the Road Glide last winter either.
Yeah, it's funny you talking about the Vulcan, like the turning it into a bobber and then adding touring comforts to it. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it. You know, like I am not going to put anything that makes this more weather worthy or whatever on it. Whoa. What do we got?
He's got a neck gaiter.
Putting his condom on. There you go.
Yeah, it's birth control right there.
Yep.
There you go. Oh, yeah.
See, I have a balaclava that covers the whole head, and it has like eye holes, and I pull it down so I can smoke a cigar. Dude, I kid you not. I bought my Vaquero in August of 2016, and in December, it had been like 2 weeks since I've ridden, and I was really climbing the walls. So one Friday night, it was like 6 o'clock, and I said, honey, I'm going to go for a ride. And she was like, all right, well, my friend's coming over. We'll watch the kid and all that. I said, okay, cool. And she's like, by the way, you know it's only like 32 degrees out, right? And I was like, yeah, plenty warm, no ice. It hasn't rained in a week. So I left at 6:30 and it was 32 degrees, and I got home at 1 or 2 in the morning, and it was like 25 degrees or something. It was ridiculous cold, and I didn't have, the only heated gear I had was my gloves, so I was a little chilly, and I'd ridden over 100 miles.
Wow. Outside of heated gear, what's the coldest you've ever ridden?
Well, I mean, I had my heated gloves, but like 25.
Okay.
Well, you know what? I correct that. Okay, so no shame in my game. I had a 50cc scooter 20-something years ago, and it was the night before Valentine's Day, and a friend of mine called me up and said, hey, I'm going up to the bar. You want to hang out? And I was like, sure. I had a first gear one-piece riding suit, Nike ACGs, the little hiking boot shoes, and I had a full-face helmet. And so I took that one-piece riding suit over my pajamas and rode that scooter for like 5 hours because, you know, it topped out at 30. So I rode up to the bar, and then we went to another bar, and then I rode home. So it was 5 hours in the saddle that night, and it was 13 degrees when I left the house.
Nice.
And it was 8 degrees when I got home. And at one point, I'm riding down this road, and thank God it was a straightaway because there was 50 yards of ice in a dip. And I tripoded it. I put both feet down because that bike started going, that little scooter started doing this under me. And I was just, boop, I put my feet down and I just tripoded all the way up there.
Just
and then you hit
through
Oh, yeah, I skied through it. And then you go through an S curve down to the stop sign. And when I got to the stop sign, I put my foot down and it slipped out from under me. And I almost dumped the thing because my feet had melted the ice into the tracks of the boots, the shoes, and it froze up as soon as I picked them up out of the ice. And so I had these chunks of ice on both feet. And I put the one down. I was like, whoa. And it caught on the heel of the shoe and just stopped. And I was like, oh, thank goodness. I don't want to lift this 200-pound bike when it's 12 degrees out. And that was like 2 miles from home. So I just kept riding after that.
Chase, about yourself, what's the coldest non-electric heated gear ride you've ever had?
Oh gosh. I don't know. I've had a bike with heated grips, heated seat, everything for so long. I don't know. I'm trying to like think about when that wouldn't be just like straight up cheating.
He's bougie.
Bougie.
You know? No, I'm just prepared. You know.
Right there.
No, I honestly don't even know what that would. I say that. I used to ride my GS to work year round, and it was cold enough. It was well below freezing. It was cold enough that several times to go home, it didn't want to start. Like the cold start was below the cold start temperature.
Yeah.
So I was out in the parking lot at work, like hitting that starter button. It was like, you know, kind of doing the sir, excuse me, sir. It's 20 degrees out here. Why are you trying to start this motorcycle?
We don't entertain that kind of activity here. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Well, and of course, you kind of have that like little mini heart attack when you're like, this bike better start because it's cold as shit out here. In other words, I'm going to have to call somebody to like come pick me up because, you know, whatever.
Dude, that is the worst. When I bought my Street Glide, like a month later, the temperatures had been below freezing for a week, and it warmed up to like 35 degrees or something. I was like, cool, I'm going for a ride. And I went out, I knocked the ice off the lock on the trailer. And like, I took my cigar lighter to it to melt the ice inside the lock. And I put the keys in, and I got the trailer open. And I was like, I should probably start this thing in the trailer. I think that's a smart idea. So I go in there, and I did. And I tried to start it, and it was like, whoa, 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 click, 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 click. And I was like, no. This thing's been on a tender. I learned that the first week when I killed the battery. Okay. No. So I called the dealer, and they towed it to their shop, put it in their heated, service bay, called me up and said, starts fine, sir. I was like, well, it didn't start in my fucking trailer. So what's your problem? And they were like, well, this has the regular Harley oil in it, and it's only rated down to like 40. And I was like, what kind of crap is this? Put Sin 3 in it already. So as soon as I got a chance to, I took it up there and I had to put Sin 3 in it. And I was like, it's got to ride when it's cold out. I ride when it's cold out.
Right. It's freaking Maryland. It's better work in the cold.
Yeah. And then it started after that. It didn't have any more problems.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny because we're kind of getting into that transition season, which I always say when it's like 110 degrees outside that I will not complain about it because I know in a couple of months I'm going to be mad that it's cold.
Spoiler alert, he's going to complain.
Yeah, probably. I probably will. Now, I try not to complain about the heat so that I can save up my complaining for the cold. But
storing it like a bank.
Yeah, just store it.
Yeah.
Store it, Which the R18 is fine. I mean, like I say, I'm not the type of person because of the suit up that is required below like freezing. Like I'm not gonna just go down to the bar, or whatever, like on a bike when it's 20 degrees outside because I don't want to get all like bundled for that, whatever. Like, but I'll go do like an actual ride, and get like properly suited up for a few hours or something like that. But with the bobber now, like I'm so used to having all of the fairing and all of the everything that it's like, oh, it's like 65 out, and I'm like, oh, this is a little bit brisk.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got funny looks. I got funny looks the other day. It was like 50 degrees, and I took the bike in, and they're like, "What are you doing riding a bike?" And I was like, "It runs. I'm here."
Right.
Like I got riding to do. I'm testing different things. I gotta get my rides in, man.
And it's 50. I mean, it's halfway to 100. What are you talking about?
Yeah, right.
Plenty warm.
Activated. When you spend all summer which hell, I mean, gosh, it was 90 degrees here 3 weeks ago.
Dude, I totally did not ride as much this summer as I normally would because it wasn't just 95 degrees out every day. It was 95% humidity. Yeah. And it was dangerous. After like an hour on the bike, you're like, yep, I'm fatigued already. I'm going home. I'm looking forward to when I don't sweat my ass off, just going out and firing up the bike.
But I do think you kind of, if you do ride, I'm not saying you got to ride, 500 miles a week or whatever, but if you do ride year round, the transition of the seasons makes it a lot easier because you're just used to on the bike, and as it drops 5 degrees this week, 5 degrees next week, 5 degrees next week, like you get acclimated, whereas somebody who hops on the bike after 2 months, from it being 95 degrees to now being 50 degrees, it's like, oh God, I'm cold, like whatever. But
they're not acclimated to it.
Yeah. It doesn't hit you nearly as hard if you're kind of experiencing that drop down over time, and I mean, I won't say it's any fun riding in 20 degrees, but I mean, 40 degrees, you got some like long johns and pants and a jacket, like you're pretty good to go, especially if you got a fairing and stuff.
Yeah. I took the Vulcan 800 out a couple of years ago. It was 40 degrees out. I was testing the Bond winter riding pants, and they made all the difference with comfortability on the bike at those temperatures. So pick those up for riding the bobber. They're nice spandex with armor, and they fit under your jeans.
Now, I think we talked about this earlier. I feel like the limiting factor really on any motorcycle, I guess, is hands. Like the hands are the first thing that limit how low you can go.
Yeah.
Especially as my chrome comes in, I've noticed my hands get a little more fatigued in the winter.
Oh, yeah. Well, I have heated grips on the Road Glide, but I have plug-in heated gloves that I bought the adapter, so they go into the battery tender connection on whatever bike I'm on.
Yep. You got a set of Irvings, too.
I may try it. I mean, I know they're not made for it, but I have those hippo hands.
Yeah.
Those are awesome. I had those on the scooter. They
Yeah.
were phenomenal. They're still in my basement somewhere.
Honestly, even with the hippo hands and the heated grips, like I first tried them out with like ski gloves, like legit ski gloves, and my hands were too hot.
Yeah.
So I just go back. Normally I wear what are they the Odin Street MX, like mesh back leather bottom gloves. I actually got like when I did that Polar Bear 1000, 95% of the time I was wearing those mesh back gloves because I didn't need any more heat than the heat that was being held in the hippo hands by the heated grips.
Right. Well, the big thing with riding in the winter is once you block the wind, you're like 80% of the way there to being comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a new winter jacket that I'll be reviewing shortly that absolutely just cuts the wind. And if it's 55 degrees out, t-shirt underneath of it. That's all you need.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I will
Genuinely
say,
impressed.
most of the people that I see out riding when it gets into like January, February, usually around here, are wearing a Carhartt onesie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are construction guys or whatever that are on their way, and they're on their Harley and they're going, and they're in that duck fabric flannel lined whatever onesie going to work.
Hey, once you block the wind, you're good.
Yeah.
John, I've got a set of Joe Rocket Alter Ego 2.0s, upper and riding pants. And they zip together in the back in case you're on a sport bike, so that we don't get that wind lift.
Yeah.
And I've had them since 07, 08, and they're still in good repair. I take care of them best I can. And that and a hoodie and a decent pair of gloves. And once I got the Gerbings and I got a pair of electric sock and I got a dual controller on my side, it was fine. I went down to I left out of here. It was like 24 headed to Biloxi, Mississippi. And the further south I got, the better off I was. But when I left out of here, it was totally fine.
Nice.
I'm all about some plug-in stuff because I hate having to stop in the middle of the ride, especially a long ride like that, to change out your battery or your battery pack, or they die and you don't have it, and now your hands are just cold. No,
I can't do cold hands. No,
yeah.
I'm too old for that.
My next bike for sure.
Battery stuff is like intended to be sitting next to a fire and help you out or whatever. Like when you crank those things up to full power going, highway speed, they're good for about an hour. And
yeah. Now that Kimimoto, that black waterproof Kimimoto jacket that I got, other than the fact that the damn battery pack had a proprietary plug, so that when the battery pack died, now that the heating element is trash. But when that battery pack was working, that jacket worked really nice, even for riding, because it had
I got Sarah, I think, a Kimimoto one this past year.
Yeah,
and she loves it. I mean, now I don't know how much she's been on the bike with it, but just for like hanging out at like the cat house or whatever, it's like 40 degrees at night, or whatever. She's much more comfortable just hanging out, with her jacket on.
Yeah, if you're just standing there in that one jacket that I've got, you can't turn it up on high. If you turn it up on high, you end up opening up the front to let the air out.
Yeah,
and you just reach in the pocket and turn the battery down, or no, it's got the thing on the chest, and you just turn it down to like medium or low, and as long as you're walking around moving, man, it's great.
Yeah, the only thing that I've heated is the gloves and the grips.
Dude, the electric socks were awesome.
So, what's funny is last year I got those Ride Iron boots and they showed up in the fall. And like I couldn't wear them when it's hot out because they're not vented. And my feet got so hot. But when it was cold out over the winter, I wore them practically all winter because they kept my feet warm.
Yeah.
But I run hot anyway. So,
yeah. I don't mind my legs. I think I look attractive with blue legs. So I don't really care so much about the bottom half. But yeah, my hands have got to stay warm.
Yeah. Well, that was the kicker when I bought the Road Glide was that it has the chopped engine guard instead of the full one that my Street Glide had. So my soft lowers don't fit on it. Yep. And I'm not ponying up $1,000 for hard lowers for that bike. So I'm like, guess I'm wearing my winter riding pants under my jeans now.
Yeah. And I was going to say, once you figure out the hands, then it's the shins or the feet shins, because similar to your problem, the exhaust on the R18 comes straight out the front.
Yep.
So there's no way, unless you get the actual factory Transcontinental, you can't just slap on the like fabric, engine bar
Right.
lower things, because the exhaust runs right through the engine guards. But no, Jay, I tried chaps. Chaps are kind of like whatever. I don't know. There's a very good chance I'm going to try some like actual, like, motorcycle pants.
Yeah.
Chase, you're supposed to put pants on under the chaps.
No, he's not.
Well, I was going for cool, not warm. So we'll see how it goes. Now that
Come on, John. I had him convinced it was Speedo and chaps, and that was the uniform.
Yeah. Wait. You said Speedo? I must have missed that. I was just chaps.
Just
Don't nobody do a kilt check on Chase.
There was, I will say, like several years ago, I was concerned about looking cool. And then I very quickly became more concerned with being comfortable and warm or cool, as it were,
Yeah.
Especially when you're out like in the middle of nowhere riding around, like who gives a damn? Like,
Yeah. Like, who are you being cool for?
Yeah, use what works. Like, Yeah. So no, I'll probably try. I've never had a pair of motorcycle, like intentionally motorcycle pants, like 4-season motorcycle pants. So I'll probably give it a shot. So, because that's the limiting factor now is I will pull up to a gas stop after 200 miles on the interstate and realize my legs don't work quite right.
Well, Beyond Riders posted a short today that I made for them showing how to put the armor in their cargo pants. So that's a dead giveaway of something that's coming up on the channel. I have riding pants now, not just winter ones.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will agree that there is some heat that comes off of boxer engines towards your legs, but when it's probably below 40 degrees, good luck.
Yeah. So that's the thing with the Harleys, with the Milwaukee 8, is that right hand, the back of your leg gets hot. Not the front, but the back gets a little warm from the catalytic converter sitting there. And you only notice it when it's cold out because you got one leg that's slightly warmer than the other. Did you know it was 33 degrees the day I bought my Road Glide, right? Yeah. I specifically wore my winter riding pants up there knowing that I wasn't going to have soft lowers coming home. And I was like, part of the deal is you install the heated grips while I sign the paperwork on this thing, all right?
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, and I was still, my eyes were about bleeding by the time I got home because that stock wind deflector is about 4 inches tall, and it didn't do anything for my face because I forgot my balaclava. And so I had my half helmet and my glasses, and I didn't have the goggles yet. So it was like, well, I guess I'm just going to blink a lot till I get home to get rid of the tears.
Blink away the icicles.
Oh yeah, it was kind of rough, but whatever. I got home and figured it out.
Yeah, it's funny Scott saying that. I guess around town, I do know, like, once it gets below a certain temperature, if you're just kicking around like 30, 40, whatever miles per hour, you're like waiting for the motor to warm up to get that heat off of it. But once you're up at highway speed, it's gone before it touches your legs. Like it's out of there. But yeah, now the you and your half helmet stuff, like, why do hard mode, man? Just get the old Neotech and just chill in your climate controlled room of a face, and you're good to go.
Hard pass. This head is not this head is not shaped for motorcycle helmets. So it's an alien mother shape. It's a long oval. And every full face helmet I've ever put on, even the one I owned before I had a half helmet, after less than a half an hour, I've got a hot spot right frickin' here. And if it goes longer than 5 minutes, it turns into a migraine. And I'm like, get me off this bike now. And I need like 3 hours to recuperate. And then I saw it was 2020, I think. I just started my channel. And one of the local Harley dealers posted a thing on Facebook, said, look, we got new helmets in stock. And they had the blue helmet that's behind me somewhere. And I was like, yeah, it's actually right there.
Yeah,
right there.
I'm pointing it off camera. Yes.
I was like, yeah, I'm going to be there in like half an hour. Do you have a double XL? And they were like, yeah. I was like, cool. So I went up there and I walked around the dealership wearing new boots and the new helmet for a half an hour, sat on all their bikes and played around with all the controls and used the foot controls and everything. It was like, cool, I'll take them both. Thank you very much. And then I forget which one I had to wear them because one of my helmets didn't fit in the saddlebag on the bike because I didn't have a tour pack at the time. And then, yeah, I was like, yep, this is my new helmet. This fits because I had a Bell for like 10 years prior to that Harley helmet. So I was like, these don't give me hot spots. I'm good to go. And then when I started motovlogging, I was like, ooh, wait a minute. What do you mean you need a microphone and you need a media mod and you need – what do you mean you need this? It doesn't just pick up your voice automatically? Swear to God, that's the thought just went through my head. And I was like, I rode to the dentist and I was like, I can't use this in a video. You can't even hear me. I was like, I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna figure it out. And then like it took me 2 years, but I finally got there and I have pretty clean audio now.
I just have a DJI Mic 2 receiver on the camera, and then I have a wireless mic inside my helmet, and it's all good to go.
Yeah, except if you don't charge the battery on the mic.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's what is it, 4 or 5 hours, something like that is what it's supposed to be good for. I have not run into a day worth of writing that I don't normally. Yeah, see, I don't like. The Neotech weighs like 8 pounds by itself anyway, so the more I strap onto it, the worse that gets.
Look, put the camera in here, and I'm good to go. Only one battery to charge, and I'm good to go. And then when I need to change batteries, it just pops open, camera slides out, put a new battery in, and I'm back on the road in less than a minute.
Yeah, and yeah, if I'm doing a long day, I have I'll put a portable charger or whatever you call it, like one of those little battery dudes.
Yeah.
In my jacket pocket and just run a cord up to whatever needs to be charged, whether it's my Cardo or my whatever, just on the road, be charging it from the portable battery.
Dude, I learned early on.
It was like, about to jump on you from the side there. I just saw that thing coming in from the side of your camera. Oh, man, we got to get some action. Right.
I got a mic right there. I got a mic right there, and I got another mic on top of the ear over here, so I can pick up Shannon when she tells me I'm doing something wrong.
Thank you, XAN.
Yeah, I actually got a second because I think DJI came out with a new mic.
They did, Mic 3.
Yeah, Mic 3, and so they discounted. That's the trouble with these Insta360 GoPro DJI folks is. They come out with a new product every 4 months, and then they stop making parts for the old last 4 months model.
Yeah.
So I went ahead and got a second wireless mic for the DJI 2 or the Mic 2. Just so I could, if I was doing a video with somebody in a loud place, they could be mic'd and I could be mic'd, or I can throw it in Sarah's helmet and she can be talking and pick up both of our voices in the camera.
Anything that comes through my Cardo, I've got that mic laying on top of the earpiece on the.
Yep.
So anything that comes through, music, talking, all that stuff, all gets picked up.
I have a splitter system that I can wire into my helmet that takes the microphone that I talk into and the comms speaker and records them both. But I didn't do that one time. I took my neighbor lady for a ride. She was on her bike. She had a camera on the front of her bike, and I mic'd her up. So she had a mic that ran up into her jacket, into her helmet. And then I ended up with 2 multicam clips and all sorts of craziness in editing. And that was actually, it took me a month because with my hearing the way it is, I could edit for about 5 minutes, and the cacophony of noise gave me a headache. So about halfway through the edit, it had been a solid month since I recorded the footage.
Yeah.
I discovered this one plugin that does noise reduction, and I applied it, and I was like, oh, all I have to listen to is the voices. Okay, this is on. And like 2 days later, I had the video done. And I was like, I've used it for every riding video since. And it just does a phenomenal job of cleaning up the audio and making it usable. And yeah.
Noise reduction these days has gotten like out of control. Well, just everything. Like editing videos and stuff, like even a few years ago, was vastly more difficult than today. Like you can just have the AI, the automatic reduction, the whatever, just kind of do its thing, and like you just get clean shit out of it.
What? Yeah. I've been using iMovie since 21, bro. What?
DaVinci Resolve has the newest version has a feature in it where you click a button and it goes through your entire video and does your dialogue leveling, your mixing, your sound effect levels, your music levels, the ducking. It just does it all.
Nice.
The entire audio for the whole thing in like a minute. I don't use it because I have a workflow that I like, but the hearing aids are working very well for me, XAN. I already scheduled a video for, let me look it up. November 21st is the tentative date. Will be the update video for that because I'm now 2 months delayed from real time.
XAN, you better put that on your calendar to remember it.
Yeah.
This dude's booked farther out than we are.
Dude, and that's 3 a week. And I'm past that. That's not even the last video in the line. I've been cranking hard on videos lately.
Speaking of which, Jay,
what's that?
You gotta go. I was gonna say, I appreciate that you reached 1,000 subscribers. It'd be cool if you put out some more videos for us.
I mean, I'm working on it, sir. Working on it.
Yeah, how much did you have to pay those bots to watch your videos?
It's only like $5.
Yeah, it's way
okay,
less than pay people to come on our stream.
Yeah,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
The Taiwanese ladyboys are really cheap to hire, surprisingly.
Yeah,
and nobody's going to the Philippines anymore.
Right?
Angel City has new investors.
They just sit around, watch YouTube videos, get paid half as much money with less work.
Yeah, ever since $1 Million Bogan left.
Oh shit! That is a good note for us to end on.
John, tell everybody if they don't know, where can they find you, sir?
You can find me on YouTube. Road Reality is the thing. It's right here.
Right there.
And the same handle on Instagram and the same handle on Facebook.
Solid. All right. Well, that's going to call it.
Everybody,
Please stop.
Oh.
No, go ahead. Take it.
This is how well scripted we are, guys. I was going to say, everybody have a happy Halloween.
Boo.
Say happy Halloween. Boo.
He totally pulled a Casey.
To Jay, if I could turn my fingers right to kick it
the other way. It's the other way, Chase. To your left. To your left, Chase. See, this is part of being a YouTuber. You have to know which direction to point because the info card is always up here. Even though that seems wrong, the info card is always up there.
Yeah. Left hand.
I don't even know what an info card is.
You know when you put a card at the top of your video?
No, I ain't done that.
To link other videos?
Oh, yeah.
It's
like, hey, I talked about Chase in this video up here.
Yep.
And he's got dude, I kid you not, early on I recorded a video and I recorded the outro in my trailer and I took all the footage back to the computer and I was editing. I was like, I'm pointing in the wrong direction. And it took me 8 tries to get it right to point to this corner that I now instinctively go to. But it was like, son of a biscuit, I can't get the pointer right because I just want to put the info card and point to it like the professionals do. And I couldn't figure it out. And then I finally did. And now here we are. Oh, good. Phil's here just in time to end this.
Do the outro for us. Honestly, that's better than we're going to do, Jay. So. Send us off, Jay. Do it.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for stopping by and checking out the Chase and Jay Show. Thank you to John with Road Reality for stopping by to hang out with us and our debauchery. See y'all next week. Do not forget to stop by Chase's channel. Like and subscribe on his channel if you hadn't already. Check out some stuff. If you know anybody with a BMW, make sure you send this video.
Or Triumph.
Or I thought you were going to release that like on the.
Oh, it's already videos. Videos are out.
Oh, okay. Or a Triumph. If you know anybody with a BMW or a Triumph, send them Chase's way and say, hey, this is a good dude with your bike. You might want to check him out. And John, as always, thank you. Thank you for coming by and hanging out with us.
Thank you guys for having me on. It's been fun. And yes, hey. Bill, I lost weight.
Oh, okay. How much?
A whole lot. Look, I'm just nothing but bones.
Skin and bones. I'm down to skin and bones. Night, y'all. Be safe out there. Take care of one another. Because won't nobody else. And, oh, wait, hold on. I'm going to click the button right. Oh, where'd it go? Hold on. Oh, we're not done yet. We're not done yet.
He has a micro button.
I have a micro button. It's hard
This
to
part's
find.
actually scripted. We just started scripting this at this point. Jay closing out the video. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Just full disclosure.
I keep looking over here so I can read the script. I can't remember